Hello everybody, how are you today? I have a new journal to share with you. This is a Christmas journal. Some of you may know I don't make many Christmas journals at all. I'm planning on making two this year. It's this one and then another one after this, which will be in a different style altogether. This one is a Shabby journal. It has 64 pages. It has one signature. It is the cover is made from envelopes, two envelopes joined together. It measures 8.5 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and like I said, it's a soft cover. It also has a bit of a waterfall effect going with it. I was watching Roseanne, who is Roxy's fibre art, over the last couple of the week or so, however long she's been doing it, and she was doing a Christmas journal, or still is, I'm quite sure. And it had a waterfall effect, and I quite liked the way that looked, so I added a bit of that. It's not all like that, but I added a bit of that. I was inspired by her. I'll put a link to her channel in the description box below, just in case anybody is curious about what her Christmas journal is looking like. So this is the cover of the journal. I've just popped some mother of pearl buttons there. I've used a bit of red waxed thread in this journal. I thought if I can't use it for Christmas, I probably won't use it. So there's touches of red throughout, and pink and green. I've added tiny little rhinestones because there were little stars on the antlers, hanging stars on the picture. So I thought I would just add those little rhinestones to add a little bit of glitz and glam, but trust me, there's not a lot of glitz and glam in this particular journal. It is made for writing in, for those that just want to take notes or jot things down or collect their receipts for over the Christmas period. That's exactly what I had in mind, because that's how I use my Christmas journal. You know, I don't do a daily journal. I just write in everything that I'd like to buy, like I'd like to do, or, you know, just menus that I plan to do over Christmas and things like that. So I have a chiffon closure. I have beautiful laces in here from Lavish Laces. That is Josella's store on Etsy. I will put a link to that in the description box below. All the laces are from Josella's store. This is a doily, so that's not a lace. And I've put all the end threads that were left over just on that little closure there as well. So it consists of tea-stained papers and designer papers also. So we start off with the front pocket. And as I said, it's made out of two envelopes. I have not put anything in those envelopes. They are there if you need extra storage space. But I think there's plenty within the journal itself to keep you quite happy. Although they do tend to get full, because when you start putting receipts and things in to books, they do, you know, fill up quite quickly. In this front pocket here, I've put a polka dot bag. I've also put some little brown paper bags in there just for your own personal use, to collect things in or use as you wish. I have a little booklet here. This is it. It is stitched with some green thread there, and it's just made up of all the offcuts of the pages. So I'm not, it took me a while to, I'll open it. I'm not a very good bow maker, so it just takes me a while, but there you go. It's just all the offcut pages, and some of them have little pockets in, so I've slipped some offcut papers in them as well. And there's the center, just a little bit of waxed thread holding it together, and just all the offcut pages are in here. So, and that goes the same on the back, like that. So I'll put that to one side because I don't want to struggle tying a bow in that right now. Also in the little pocket down here, if you tilt the page back, the cover back like that, it's quite easy to get into that little pocket. I have some stickers, some Christmas stickers in this little envelope here for whoever gets the journal, and they are cute little Christmas stickers for your use. So once again, just tilting that, tilting it back and sliding that in. I've just stamped a rose on the front there. So this first little piece is a piece of packaging from the paper line that I used in this journal, and it was so pretty I didn't not want to use it, so I popped that there. You can journal on the back of it if you like. I have tags throughout with stitching around, and this trim here is also from Lavish Laces. I love these trims of Gisela's. They're just beautiful, absolutely lovely. And that goes in that little tuck spot there, and just a little bit of fabric to form a bow at the top. And some flowers with glitter on them. And there's one of the stickers at the top. I just slightly inked them so they didn't look quite so bright white. Although I do have white throughout the journal, I didn't want them on the page looking bright white. So I just slightly inked it with frayed burlap, I think it's called, the Tim Holtz Distress ink. And the stitching is done in a green and a rose musty pink colour. There once again we have that beautiful trim from Gisela's store, and the lace on here is from her store also. I used a couple of digitals from the Paper Cameo. They're digitals I think I got either last year or the year before. I just printed them out very small. I've actually got one here. I don't know where I had it in the journal. I'll find a little spot. But I printed them out small, and then I've just folded it like that. And I will find a spot for that in the journal somewhere, and make sure I include that as well. A little pocket here with this gorgeous trim. I love that trim from Lavish Laces. Another little envelope, and it's got a few numbers in it. Unfortunately, I don't have numbers up to 25, but I did put a few in there. So you can use those numbers if you care to. Another pretty little tag with some polka dot tulle at the top there, and a bow. More lovely laces. An old sticker I found thrifting. Lovely papers there. I love this red paper. Absolutely love it. Out of all the papers, that's my favourite. I just love it, that red and old white colour. So this is just a journal card. Pop that in there with a bit of fabric. A little tab down the bottom there. Not every page, well, I mean, it is decorated actually. It's got stitching, it's got a tab on it, but you know, it's quite plain, but you need room to write, don't you? This has a little clip up the top there, and it's another tag. Really pretty paper line, this one. And this paper line was one I got from Temu in my last month's collaboration. Absolutely love it. Another beautiful trim from Lavish Laces. I've just fussy cut a paper and made a little tag there. And some washi tape doubled up. Another beautiful tag. I love these. These are windows. They're not, you know, they're just like Gothic kind of window die cuts, but they kind of lent themselves to Christmas. So I put it on the front of the tag, and I think it's really, really pretty. Another beautiful trim from Lavish Laces. It's a cotton trim. It's so pretty. Love it. This is just it's just a piece of designer paper. I think that's a sample paper actually, that I put over the page like that. And then I've got a lovely tag in that side that I just pin on. Another one of those stickers down the bottom there, and that's, well, it's a very old die cut, that one. I think I've had that for years and years. It came from Tsunami Rose. It's a printable, sorry, and I've fussy cut it out. This is a paper bag, stained paper bag. I've just, you can glue it to make an envelope, but I've just sort of placed it in there like that. And I've just put some papers in there that you can use in your journaling or use in a collage or something like that, with another fussy cut flower and a little bit of corded lace from Lavish Laces, and that just sort of goes over the front there. I do have this image in that bag as well, and this is actually, it was the other half of that paper there, and I thought, oh, I didn't need to use it, but I thought it might be a nice addition in there. I've inked around it so you can quite easily journal on this. I've scrunched all the papers to make them a little bit more tactile and a little bit more shabby. So you might see creases in the papers. That's there on purpose. I've put one of these beautiful frames on the back here. I haven't put anything in the frame. I've just folded a piece of paper, pale green bond paper, to pop in there. You don't have to put anything in there. You can just write a special note there if you want. But I've put this paper in just to let you know that it is open, and you could make a little tag or something and put it in there if you desired. But I would just use it as, you know, just an important note I wanted to remember. I would put it in this box. Just some lovely printable paper. Well, no, not printable, sorry. That came from one of the paper packs. Another beautiful tag with one of those window frames on the front. It's so lovely. And a fussy cut piece of paper for a tuck spot. Another flower. And this is a sticker I found thrifting, oh, quite a long time ago, and I don't think it's meant to be Christmassy, but I just thought it might be nice in here. But it's the kind that you can remove if you want to. So if you don't particularly like it, or you want to move it somewhere else in the journal, it is easy enough to do. I have another envelope here with one of these paper clips. Oops. Oh. Okay, we got it, we got it. Same sort of thing, some Christmas music and just a couple more pieces of paper you can use to either collage or write notes on or anything like that. And that's a sticker on the front there. We have the center. Oh, there, I think, if I recall, one of these was a little bit wide. I don't know if it's that one. It was a little bit wide for a tag, and so I had to cut the outer edge out. So I've just stuck it on there, and I thought, once again, a special note in there would make it stand out. We have a little tag here. It just sits over the top of the page, this one, like that, and like that, and it's just paper clipped on. And this lovely little trim here was actually from Angela Bartlett. She sent me a lovely Happy Mail recently, and this little red and white trim was in that Happy Mail, and I popped it to one side so I remembered to use it in my Christmas things this year. So it's ever so dainty, and I think it's just beautiful. That's the center of the journal. I've used the red waxed thread from BB Craft, and I just think if I'm not going to use it in Christmas, where am I going to use it? So it's getting used here. Little tag slipped in the side here. I think I just extended the page over so I could make a little tuck spot, and I have used my punch to make it a little bit more decorative. Another beautiful lace from Lavish Laces down the edge of that paper. Another little tuck spot there with some lovely paper. And that has some washi tape down, and another beautiful lace from Lavish Laces. And then we have another pocket here. I've put some washi tape across the front there. And in this pocket, we have this lovely tag, that beautiful red and white paper that I just didn't want to cover all up. But I put some handmade paper, and it kind of looks a little bit fluffy on the edge. So it almost gives the illusion of a Christmas stocking, the top of a Christmas stocking. Bit of a bow there as well. And this is a little, and I've sealed it, this is a little envelope with some washi tape samples. You may be able to see them through the bag there. So you can see that one there is this gold candy stripe one at the top. So, and there's one with numbers, and I forget how high the number, I think the numbers go up to 22. So there's those numbers as well as the few that I enclosed before. You may have to find 3, 23, 24 and 25 yourself though. And in this part of the, did I do the other? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. In this side, I've put some empty envelopes that you may be able to use throughout the journal. Just a coin envelope as well. Because like I said, when you're doing things for Christmas, you're always collecting bits and pieces or receipts and things. So, and of course, you don't have to keep all these things in here. You know, you might want to put your own things in the pockets. So we have another little tuck spot here with a tag and a little printable. And that is the Paper Cameo printable. I'll put a link to that in the description box below also. Another little tuck under there, and that is the tags. And what I think it was, I had, I wanted a little cover for the booklet. This one, which is from the Paper Cameo kit. And all these things were on the same, I think they were all on the same, I can't remember. Anyway, I printed them all out so I could use them. But I did do them smaller. A beautiful trim there, another lovely tag with a doily on it. More washi tape, and this washi tape, because washi tapes can be a bit funny sometimes, they either stick or they don't stick. The green washi tape is glued down, but the top one I've just put on top of the green one. So if you wanted to use that one, because I didn't put a sample of that one because I don't have a lot of it, if you wanted to use it somewhere else, you could take the top one up and use it somewhere else. Now you may notice the stitching's a bit off. It started doing that and I quite liked it, so I let it go. I was quite happy because it's a shabby style anyway. The tension's off, that's all. Another lovely tag. Another one of those frames there. Very pretty, and a little fussy cut image there, tab. Lovely little tag here with a bow. Another part of the doily that's on the cover. And that goes in that pocket with that beautiful cotton trim from Lavish Laces. Another one of those stickers that you can quite easily remove if you want to. And another envelope. And it has a couple of those in there as well. And you could glue those to keep them as envelopes as well. Totally up to you. I'll just do another tuck spot there and a tag. So lots of room for journaling. Some doilies stuck on, another tuck spot, beautiful trim from Lavish Laces. A couple of journal spots there. I've also used the punch on that one. This was just a little bit of the cover that was left over, so I turned it into a journal spot, and that just goes in there like that. In this tuck spot I have some polka dot bags and a lovely Florentine envelope that you can pop things into as well. And there we go. Lovely ruffled trim. It is a large trim that comes out to there, but I've cut, it's quite long, that long. I've cut the end off, and I've been using that to make bows for the tags and things. And then that end ruffle just put down there with some pretty flowers. Another one of the stickers there. Little tuck spot with a lovely tag with some mother of pearl buttons on it. And that's the other side of that packaging. And I've actually put my Handmade by Jeanette, my Cottage Crafts, there instead of on the back cover. It just seemed to stand out too much on the back cover, and when I put it there I thought it just sort of disappears. In here I just have a couple of little die cuts that you might find come in handy. Just those little hand, and I think they may have been a printable from a long time ago also. I don't know where they're from though, I'm sorry. Probably Tsunami Rose, I'm thinking. So that goes in there. In this little pocket here we have some doilies that you can use. I won't take them out, they're in that little pocket there. And then I have two little glassine envelopes, and I found this pink polka dot bag, and I thought, well, that might come in handy as well. So that is my first Christmas journal. Oh, we've got to find a little spot, don't we? We've got to find a little, maybe we could put it, it's finding a little spot. I was going to say put it there, but it will, although I could put it there, like, I'll put it there, and then whoever decides to buy this journal, if it sells, can put it wherever they like. So I just don't want to forget to put it in there, that's all. And of course I've got to put my little booklet back in there. Okay. Pop that in there like that. And there we go. I hope everybody's been keeping well. It's been very hot here. It's, oh, my son's in Japan. He's been there for a week, and he comes home, he'll be coming home I think Tuesday. So that was nerve-wracking sending him off, but once he was on his way I've been quite alright. But yes, it's been a very busy few weeks because he had his graduation and his formal, and then he was home for a week running around and getting things together, and we had to do some shopping and everything, and then he went off to Japan. And so, and now my husband's on holiday. He doesn't go back until January. He's having his long service leave now, so that should be fun having him home for such a long time. Unless he, you know, he was sick in the past. He's never been home that long, so it'll be very good for him, especially in this heat. So that's what's been happening in my world. I hope everybody's been keeping well, and we're into December already. Oh my goodness, it's just crept up on us, hasn't it? Well, I feel like it has anyway, and I have so much to do and so many things I want to do. And I thought the dressing gown I made last week, I thought that might be nice to put a bit of slow stitching over the top of that as well. So I may do that at some stage. We'll see. We'll see. So anyway, if anybody is interested in this journal, it will be in my Etsy store. I'll put the link in the description box below. And hopefully I'll be back much sooner this time because I have a lot to try and get done. I've got a list. And once you've got a list, that means business. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.